What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with a Friday 10-game edition of NBA Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. That way you become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. I'm very, very sick. I'm going to try to get myself through this one as fast as possible. 10 games. Producer Jacob's on hand. He's helping me through it. It's not a Jordan flu game because I suck and Jordan was the GOAT. But anywho, Producer Jacob, let's get to the picks. We are going to fly through this one because, again, my lymph nodes are just swollen. We're going to get ourselves rolling. Denver, -1.5 at Detroit. Looking at some of the pace metrics, 236. Denver on a back-to-back, Detroit not. I think that kind of sways things my direction because I would normally handicap this Denver -1. Well, you're getting the hook, and Denver's playing on a back-to-back, currently playing Milwaukee right now in the middle of a dogfight. It was Milwaukee up early, Denver up here, 55-50 at the moment. But we are going to get ourselves nothing here at the moment. Going to wait on some props, lots of pieces that are waiting in the wings. We got Detroit money line, just a lean. OKC -11 at Atlanta here, and we're going to be quick with this one too. Chet Holmgren double-double. The guy's starting to play more minutes. We saw just an evisceration game against Brooklyn last time out. Not a whole lot you can say other than Chet Holmgren playing full minutes makes this the scariest team in the NBA, in my opinion. So Chet Holmgren double-double. I expect nice plus money here, but even alongside Hartenstein, I think there's a world where Chet Holmgren can really get it done on the boards here. Okongwu there doing his thing, but then Atlanta, you're going to have Mo Gay, who barely plays in this rotation. He had 12 minutes, first beginning stints, and then George Niang, Barlow, Risa Shea playing more minutes. I mean, Chet Holmgren should be in line to smack. Cleveland +3.5 at Boston. Game of the day, no doubt about it. We look at the Boston side. Lots of Q tags waiting in the wings here. You've got Drew Holiday, potentially another maintenance day. Jaylen Brown with the leg injury. He did hobble off, did not play in the last game against Detroit. Detroit, a nice win for them there. As for Peyton Pritchard, we have definitely seen how many times where he just steps up in the absence of one of the main guys. You get two out, just continues to smash this number. Done it the last two with circumstances that worked in his favor. Drew was back last one. Still found himself onto 18, and we see 13.5 routinely. I don't know how many times I can throw it out there. Now the line isn't out, which is why we have to go lean like. Yeah, we definitely want to be paying close attention to this one. 15 plus if Drew specifically is out. Portland at Brooklyn, and I like Brooklyn here +1.5 purely because super slow. They're lowering the variance of it, and Day'Ron Sharpe do. I think you got to play him more minutes based on what we just saw. They've been hiding him behind the bench there. Nick Claxton is back for what it's worth here on Friday after his one-game suspension, but I think Day'Ron Sharpe should be playing more minutes. I doubt we see them alongside each other, but 22 minutes maybe. Looking at Claxton unders, but Brooklyn, I do think that this is an advantageous spot here. I like it. We continue on our merry way. Indy at Miami, not a whole lot to mine out of this one. There are injury pieces that we just constantly have to pay attention to on the Miami side. Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo. He played through that Q tag last time. Bam Adebayo, does he end up sitting here against Indy? I don't know, but TJ McConnell, I know it doesn't sound major, but Andrew Nembhard does play backup point guard duty. Somebody who has a lot of potential assists over the last two without TJ McConnell. Pay close attention to the opening number, 4.5. Probably end up on that if it is inside of -135 again. But I look at this one, over 226.5, just a lean. Nothing standing out from this game as of right now. Lindy and friends, that is myself and Aton, or, in some events when I'm deathly sick. We got Aton carrying the torch. Now I was able to get my plays in today, not just on this program, but in the premium Discord, because there are no sick days, no days off. We are here to rock. And once you know it, Aton Chandron, an absolute hitter. I love this guy so much, and it's great to have him in the first of the friends in the Lindy and Friends Discord. And plus, you can get it 50% off with promo code Lindy50. $10 for your first week, $25 for your first month. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow so we can rock and win some money together. Would love to see you there. Sign up at the link below, Lindy50. Alrighty, y'all, 5 games. Let's get to it. Halfway portion. Just hit the like button if you could for me, because again, I can't believe that I'm doing this right now. But Toronto +1.5 here, taking on Chicago. Pretty close spread. Josh Giddey, hi, hello. How are you these fine days? You continue to go completely nutties here in the absence of Patrick Williams and Ayo Dosunmu. But Ayo is questionable coming back for this one. I think that's really going to change the complexion of how I feel about Josh Giddey, because he'll go from like 36, 37 in competitive spots, which this is as competitive as you can ask for. And then you're going to see like 31, 32 and spots where he doesn't close because of his defense, even though Chicago should be interested in just playing him because not winning basketball games is kind of important. But Giddey, He's been on fire. Plus 600 or better here in the triple-double department. It would be great to have Io out for that bet, that's for sure. But it's going to be a lean for now. Need to see the odds. I know you hate it. I almost made this lean because I understand. I get it. Memphis, I'm constantly on these unders. I don't know what to do. I've got this at 238. This should be a lock. But for to lock it, they're going to go to overtime and score 300 points combined between these two teams. And I get it. They're up in pace. They're both moving. Huck Porty ends up starting for Cat last time out, ends up getting hurt. He's out for the next 4 to 6 weeks. But Cat questionable, Josh Hart questionable, Desmond Bane questionable, Mitchell Robinson expected to play. That's kind of wild. So under 245.5, I hope we get Cat out. I hope Mitchell Robinson can play 18, 20 minutes, get that defense involved. Let's party. New Orleans, Phoenix, both these teams will be on a back-to-back. Yeah, it is just one of those spots where routinely here with the Pels, I mean, they're running the same game back. I don't get how the NBA gets away with doing this stuff. Just get rid of back-to-backs. But whatever. Same situation as what you have here on Thursday, but you're probably not getting Zion Williamson playing basketball here. So on Friday, I think Trey Murphy 30+ is going to stand out. You're probably going to see 28.5 as the opening number. Anything inside of -110 on 30+ will be in play for me against Phoenix. Pace way up for both teams. Minnesota at Utah. And Utah, well, they get the convenience of playing Minnesota having just played the Lakers on Thursday night. That game about to start. But I look here at the Utah side. They are getting exponentially more healthy. And now that Colin Sexton is upgraded to questionable, I think he's more likely to play. You got Collier, Clarkson there in the backcourt, and now you're going to get Sexton and Keontae George. They look healthy for the first time in a long time. And the tail end of last year, we saw some serviceable Utah basketball, but Lauri Markkanen questionable, John Collins questionable, Colin Sexton questionable. I expect this to be, again, 8.5, 9, barring Ant sitting or somebody getting hurt on Minnesota that I can't predict. And Dante DiVincenzo, I don't expect to play. So I think plus 220 or better. Got to take a shot on the Utah side. I know that's wild to say, but I'm a Minnesota fan. Biases don't really come with the territory. We need to make money. And the last game, Clippers-Lakers, Battle of LA. Lakers, though, they're the ones on the back-to-back. Seems a little bit unfair. Yet again, get rid of this back-to-back stuff. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. I get scheduling probably a disaster, probably more complicated than I'm making it out to be. But I think there's a world where we just bet this blindly. Like I just did at -101, now -102. Clippers, money line. This is also a pretty nice profit X spot for all the people in every state. But LAC money line, I like it here purely because the rest advantage and a chance of LeBron, who's 40 years old, and Luka potentially sitting. And, well, we just saw the Lakers completely put the shamboozling on the Clippers at their place. Now we go to crypto.com. I'm pretty sure we see a different Clippers team. Got done with the long road trip. Probably happy to be back in LA. We know James Harden is. And that does it for a super quick edition of NBA Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Head to the comments section below. Let me know your favorite plays that exist on the board for the slate that we have before us here on Friday. 10 games. Going to be tons of props. As long as I'm still alive, I'm going to be posting. That was pretty bleak. Producer Jacob, thank you so much. Until next time, friends, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Friday.